This is 2023 Upper Deck. Or 2024. Marvel Flair, 2-box, PYP number 12. I said Upper Deck. I was reading the wrong sheet. Look at me being silly. We got the very goofy tape on these ones. I also want to point out again, it kind of cracks me up, the on average right there. On average. They even do it with like a star or anything. They just put it in the parentheticals. It's kind of hilarious to me. Kind of hilarious. The Heimdall came back at 10. I just saw that message. That is awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear. It always makes me so happy to hear when you guys are getting the good old gem mints. Get these cards out and ready. And we'll take a look at these. Always love it when we start the day with the good old break. I can say with absolute certainty, though, I am very happy we are getting more of Flair. I need to see if there's someone I can ask if they have a guesstimate on the arrival of the rest of our Flair shipment. Ooh. Don't know what it is, but see something cool. What's my favorite set ever? In regards to what? Like, of everything possible, like everything in the world? Or specific to a Marvel? Because it's everything ever. That's a pretty loaded question. I guess I have an answer to everything in general. It's not an answer that I'm really happy with myself on, though. Cards that I've ripped on stream. I have a little bit of a cheat answer because we used to have Blez Pokemon here last year, and we opened Evolving Skies from Pokemon on that channel. And I hit the Moonbryon from Evolving Skies on that one. And Evolving Skies in general is like one of my favorite sets ever made, just across everything. So hitting that card live on stream for someone was very magical. In terms of everything else, I want to say, honestly, Flair has been like super eye-opening. I have a lot of fun opening NT Racing, which is in the red box right here, NASCAR. Just because the opening experience of NT and the way the cards are presented and the way the cards look and everything is just so premium. It really just goes for a very unique breaking experience or opening experience. That was amazing to pull. Oh no, the mic was clipping. That's something I was absolutely freaking out about. My bread and butter by far is Pokemon. So I always get a little bit more excited than I should for those Pokemon cards. Drinking some water. Getting ready for this break. Best of luck to everyone. Best of luck. Let's see what we can find in this beautiful, beautiful product. And we are in focus. Let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Fantastic on the Solar Flare. Flairium of Captain America on the stretcher. Is that Groot? Trying to determine what's wrapped around him. Do we have any comic book heads that know what this is from and what's happening to Steve Rogers there? Cannon Blast of Yellow Jacket. Cannon Blast of Yellow Jacket. I got a Flairium of the Thing. Cersei. Nova on the Solar Flares. A beautiful Silver Surfer. You can see Galactus's hand right behind him. Actually, I'm curious if we see the Galactus Flairium, if we hold them next to each other, if the art is like 1-to-1. Ooh, Power Blast of Cersei. I think it's the first time we've seen this Power Blast. Big fan of the color and the foil on that card. Flairium of Captain America. Do I collect Flair personally? Well, funny enough, the thing I'm chasing the most is the Cannon Blast of Silk. Silk's my favorite Marvel character. What else did I miss? It's just Seaweed from Avengers number 4. See, look at fam. He knows what's up. Knows what's up. But there's a couple other cards that I've definitely got my eyes on. A beautiful Mystique. We're actually seeing a lot of Cannon Blasts that we have not seen in the past. All the Cannon Blasts are going to EPG. Mr. Roofer. There's Galactus. This wasn't the Galactus I was talking about in the Flairium, but it is a Galactus in the Flairium. Kind of conjured that one in a way. Solar Flare here of Colossus. Let me get nice and centered up for you guys. There we go. Beautiful Flairium of Ultron. Well, I always say Ultron, it's Thor. I always say it's Ultron. And then I believe we have an Iridescence. Ooh. Iridescence of Iron Man. Oh, that's sick. That is awesome. That is a very, very cool Iridescence right there for Nuge. First time seeing this Iridescence as far as I can recall. And I think this is sick. I think this is sick. But to further answer your question, Danny, I have a stack of my little PC over here in the room. Although I was informed by Superfam recently that DC Comics just signed, or there's a partnership with Upper Deck to have some stuff coming out, and anything with Harley Quinn in it, I'm just going to be very weak for. Oh, we got a fall. We have a fall. Let's see who it is. Who's got the fall spot? I can't, like, it always shocks me when the fall spot's available. The fall spot hits, bro. The fall spot hits. Ooh, Gamora. I want to say with the hair color match on that one. I mean, just the tone, like the color tones of the card work really well with the fall background right there. Very cool. 153 out of 299 on this one. 153 out of 299 on the Gamora. I always think it's goofy that the fall spot just hits. 299, I understand it's not the lowest of numbers, but it's still a serialized card. And really, it's not that high. A little bit of chrome dust on my hand there. There we go. Very, very cool. See about finishing out box number 1. Some heat. Like absolute heat so far out of the first box here. Looks like another. Oh, it's a Solar Flare of Luke Cage. Flairium of the Fantastic Four. Sick Wolvie there on the base. A Cannon Blast of Medusa. Flairium of Captain America. That's some beautiful artwork right there. Absolutely stunning art. And is this a Power Blast? It is. Ooh. We got a Power Blast of Hulk. Who's got the Power Blast spot? D-Chan. Flareum of Thor. Oh, shoot! Who's got the Badge Flare spot? Golfer. Golfer's Morbin. It's Morbin time. I was not prepared for that. It came out of nowhere for me. Beautiful Badge Flare here. Of the mighty Morbin. Morbius. There we go. That's a better fit. They're very, very beautiful. These badge flares are fun, man. These badge flares are fun. Oh, I like that the reference art's on the back too. Like I always like it. The Power Blasts do the same thing too, where the back of the Power Blast have the full art. Very, very cool badge flare here for Golfer. And then, of course, we've got the Flareum here of Mary Jane Watson. Let's do some casing and sleeving real quick. And we'll hit box number 2. The badge is cut from the original flare, so the original flare's on the back. Is what I'm understanding. Also, Danny, if you don't mind me asking, how did you find the channel? It's for my own personal data and research, as I'm trying to do as much as I can to help the channel grow. I like the Cersei Power Blast a lot. I'm like a really big fan of that art, like that art style. Very unique. Some people roll in their eyes because it's kind of a anime-ish, but I know what I like. Hashtag algorithm. Yeah, it kind of kills me. I mean, I understand why YouTube changes the algorithm so much, but man, it is like impossible to ever try to do anything to comply with it. Someone wanted to stream highlights on YouTube who was diving into Flare. Ah! So it's just one of the breaks that we did? Let's get these laid out for the recap. We got box number 2 sitting right there on the table. Best of luck, y'all. Best of luck. Let's see what else we have waiting for us to close out this case. Shang-Chi on the front right here. On the solar flare. That is a very cool Flareum. Again, I'm very weak for anything that is space or galaxy looking, and that's got it on it. Winter Soldier, Mr. Fantastic. We got Forge and the Cannon Blasts. Forge is a card that's used in plenty of decks in Marvel Snap. Flareum of Thor. Oh! Oh! D-Chan getting himself a Wolvie on the Solar Flare. Very, very nice hit for the Solar Flare spot. Flareum of Elektra. We had the double Lokis, and then, oh, we've got an acrylic Aether for Mr. Roofer. Another spot that sat, y'all silly. What? Oh my goodness. That is sick. That is sick. When I'm watching all the Flare highlights, I appreciate you for both watching and tuning in. Wonderful hit here from Mr. Roofer. Very, very, very cool artwork on that one. You can see the acrylic. I mean, it's not even going to focus. I'm putting my hand here like they do in the makeup videos when they're trying to get things in focus. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Let's continue with with box number 2. My goodness. Once we get in focus, there we go. Flarium of Century. Squirrel Girl. She defeated Thanos once, is what I've heard. Hawkeye. Cannon Blast here. Got the Chameleon. You know, he's holding a Spider-Man mask in the art right there. Cool Daredevil on the Flarium. Power Blast. A super... Oh my goodness, I can't speak. A Solar Flare of one... I give up. Moving on. Wolverine on the Flarium. I don't know how I messed all of that up so bad. Back to back to back. Captain America on the Power Blast. Oh, that's very cool. That's really, really cool. The way it's centered up on that. What's the original art look like? Yeah, very cool. That's a nice one. Squirrel Girl is OP versus the big bads. Yeah, I've had a couple Reddit thread reading of people just getting real pissy about Squirrel Girl, and it's funny every single time. Got our next handful here. Starting with the Flarium of Jean Grey. News pointing out that it was SP. It was a show at the printed. Love that Mystique art so much. Solar Flare of Jessica Jones. Flarium of Beyonder. Looks like we got another Cannon Blast. This one's of the War Machine. X-Men on the Flarium. Very cool. Oh, is this... I think it's a Winter? Ooh, it is a Winter of Cersei from the Eternals. We got number 61 out of 199 on the Cersei. Very, very beautiful. It's very character dependent, Danny. The more popular the character and the harder they are to hit, the more the value is going to go up. Also, just very, very cool artwork in general. Will be up a little bit more. Wonderful hit right there in the winter spot for a White Sox 22. Winter is another spot that more often than not is just available. Ooh, we've got something very spicy coming up. Got a Power Blast of Ronin. Oh, we haven't seen this. Power Blast before. I don't know if Martin's in chat. Flarium of Thanos. That is one that we have multiple people trying to get inside of this product. Squirrel Girl, and for our carved. Ooh. That is a sick one to hit right there. Black Panther on the carved. Taking up a very, very sizable amount of estate on the card. Just very sick. The camera's not picking up the colors as clearly as like to the normal eye. When you get this in color, man, the colors are awesome on this card. I'm very excited for you to see us in person. You see it already comes sleeved. Black Panther. Let's get this one double sleeved and cased up. They're a good one to hit, Martin. I don't like the way it's not. Let's do a different sleeve. Yeah, this one's got some gunk in the corner. And then also a reminder, these are sleeved upside down. Typically with like tight fit sleeves, they put them upside down. So when you're taking the card out, if you do, just be mindful of that. Let's try this one. There we go. There we go. Ignore the wrinkling. That's just from the outer sleeve that I put in there, just to make sure it stays in there nice, snug, and secure. Beautiful, beautiful hit right there. What do we have left of this box? A Flareum of a Giant Man. And then I believe some base. We're going to sleeve and case up some cards here. We'll get to the recap. Very excellent way there to finish out case number 2 of Marvel Flair. We have more on the way. I am not 100%, like, I'm not 100 emoji on when it's going to come in. But it has been on the way for a minute, so we should see it soon. My question is, what kind of inner sleeve are they using on those? You know, did they outsource? Are they like reaching out to Upper Deck, or not Upper Deck, Ultra Pro? Or are they, what's it called? Using Dragon Shields? Are they creating their own version of the inner sleeves? I imagine it's just cheaper to outsource them. I don't know if there's any deal that they got going on. We'll keep dropping by when I can. Time for the sleep. Get some rest. Take care. Again, Danny, I appreciate you for stopping by. Tomorrow's stream will be earlier for you. It'll be much earlier for you. Panini encases their cards in Ultra Pro. I don't mind Ultra Pro. I think because I play a lot of trading or TCGs, I gravitate more towards like Dragon Shield. Although I could tell Ultra Pro is really trying hard to win back the hearts of many in the TCG side of things. We're gonna hit a recap, starting with our Solar Flares, going to D-Chan with Shang-Chi. Beautiful Wolverine on that one, very massive. Invisible Woman, Jessica Jones, Mr. Fantastic, Nova, Colossus, Luke Cage. Now for our Cannon Blasts, I can just say all of these are going to Mr. Roofer. And there we go, we got Forge, we got Chameleon, we got the War Machine, we've got Yellow Jacket. Sorry, I was like looking at the other characters in that Yellow Jacket card. Mystique, like this Mystique card a lot. Medusa. Our Power Blasts going to D-Chan. Ronan. Incredible Captain America right there. I believe this is the one you guys were saying was short printed. And if that's the case, it makes sense. Beautiful card. Cersei, I love the artwork, I love the colors. And Hulk. Next up, welcome back, Jason. The acrylic Aether here of Galactus going to Mr. Roofer. Pulling the cards away to showcase the lovely see-through on the acrylic there. Iron Man on the iridescence. Who's got iridescence? That's going to Nuge. Morbin time on the Badge Flare going to Golfer. A beautiful, beautiful carved of Black Panther from Martin. Here we've got Gamamamora, 153 out of 299 on the fall. And Cersei on the winter, numbers 61 out of 199. The fall going to Mr. Roofer in the winter. right here going to White Sox 22. Thank you guys all so much for that break. That was 2024 Marvel Flair 2-box PYP number 12. Hoping to get more of this stuff in relatively soon because I already miss it. Let's see what's coming up next.